Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Okewumi and this is the Big Brother Naija review season 6 live on the Women's Talk Show. Today I'm not going to play any clip because I really want to analyze the diary session they had today. Now from their diary sessions, you'll be hearing some things that has happened over the week and that is happening currently in the house, because they were revealing a lot of things that had to do, and then we'll get to talk about it. So each housemate diary session said something about their feelings from last week and everything. So talking about the diary session will bring us to connect one or two events that has happened in the house. And so if you don't want to miss out on any of this gist, all you have to do is stay tuned to the end of this video. Subscribe before you start watching, or as you're watching, subscribe, like, share, and also leave a comment as to what you think about the housemates. Let's just get straight into today's video. Welcome back, guys. So like I said earlier, the housemates had their diary session today, and of course was the first housemate that was called upon to the diary room. Now Big Brother asked the whole housemates how they think Buma's tenure is going, or how they think Buma is being the head of house, and most of them gave their reviews. Some of them thought badly of him, which I'm going to mention later on, and the reasons why they felt like he's doing well, but they had their but. But let's start with Cross. Cross actually thinks that Buma is going to do very well because he's very focused. And he was very shocked that only the wild cards were allowed to nominate. And it's like, that when all of them, like when they said, after the wild cards nominated, they said, okay, the nomination is over. I was shocked that, so we were not. So is this what the nomination edge is about? So he was very shocked about it. And he has mixed feelings about the veto power. Now, Sasuke is another very interesting housemate this season for me. I don't know about you. Big Brother asked her how she was feeling, and she's feeling pressured, she's scared, that she even had a panic attack over the week, like this past few days. And Biggie was like, why are you having panic attacks? What triggered the panic attack? And she was explaining that she's not a sexual person. She's the type of person that, like, she is, according to what she said when she came, she was having a conversation with Yusuf. She was telling Yusuf that she's a celibate, she's the type of person that she's not going to have sex, those kind of things. And so she's not a sexual person. And then on Sunday, Ebuka says that they are boring and they're not bringing entertainment to the show. And then the next thing, the housemates starts to do truth or dare, because they practically done everything, because they actually think that they've been bringing us entertainment, they've been giving us content. Then Ebuka says they are boring, and they felt like, okay, what did we not do? Or what are we not getting? And I say, oh, maybe because we didn't do truth or dare, because everybody was saying they don't want to do truth or dare. And then they brought in the truth or dare thing. And she, because of the type of person she is, she won't want to do all the things or all the dares. She said she wasn't going to play. And so the housemates are looking at her in one kind of way, which, like, the housemate might be thinking that what's wrong with this one? You're just a boring person. You don't want to play. But like, that was one of the things that led to her panic attack, because like everybody's playing, everybody's participating, but she can't participate because she's not that type of person. And I like Biggie's advice to her, like, please, Biggie told her that learn to put yourself and your needs first. Don't let what people would have to say make you feel like it's your decision and it's your life. If you don't want to do it, you can't not be a sexual person in the house and still bring us content. Your content doesn't have to be all sexual, or your content doesn't even have to be sexual to me. Also, Biggie asked her about Buma being the head of house, and she was like, Buma attracts respect because he knows when to be serious and when not to. So people listen to him. Then she said that she has like issues with a couple, like she has been trying to avoid a couple of housemates that are trying to like trigger her or make her angry. And Biggie was like, who are these housemates that are triggering you, or that you think that they'll get you angry? I just said triggering. Oh my god, Katrina. Okay, so apparently she was like, Irene is a little rude, and I've noticed that. But according to Sasuke, Irene is a little rude, and she does it unconsciously. But sometimes she just tries to avoid her or overlook some of the things she does. And she said Pere has too much sexual energy, so she cannot handle that one too. And so she told us a little secret that J-Paul came to tell her that he likes her, and Yusuf had already told her that he liked her too. And so knowing that two guys like her in the same house makes her kind of feel uncomfortable, because like she doesn't even know what to do. She doesn't want to hurt the other one for the other one, and like it's not like she even has feelings for any of them yet. And so Biggie just advised her, put yourself first, satisfy your needs first, and you'll be fine. And that was it. So Yusef is, if you watched my video yesterday, wasn't originally nominated by the wild cards, but was nominated due to Boma's veto power on him. Boma substituted J. Paul for him, using his veto power. He saved J. Paul and replaced him with J. Paul, which made him feel kind of hurt, according to him in his diary session, that he felt really bad. Like he couldn't get over it for a while, but now he's fine. He has realized that, okay, this is a game, it has to be played. And for real, come to look at it, he said last week in his diary session that he and Boma weren't really bonding well for some reasons that he doesn't know, but like they weren't really connecting. And so it's not a surprise, or it's not a shock that the same Boma replaced him with J. Paul. And so now that Boma is the head of house, he knows that yes, he's capable of being the head of house, but it's like a punishment to him, because knowing that Boma and he are not vibing, or they don't vibe, and he being the head of house is obviously like punishing him for the rest of the week, although he's happy for him. Now, Beatrice is another complicated housemate. Complicated because she has, will I say, multiple personality. She's this today and tomorrow she's that. She has a very, a very complicated personality that I feel like she herself doesn't even understand. So basically today in her diary session, she talked about, the first thing she talked about when Big Brother asked about how she was feeling, was how she felt she was feeling good since after yesterday. Like she had already gotten over everything, but like today she felt really bad because of how Boma spoke to her. She narrated how she went to she wanted to wash her clothes, and the washing machine was having issues. And since Boma is the head of her, she was like, come and check what the problem is, so that you can like tell it to Big Brother, or come and see if you can help me do something about it. And when she went to meet Boma was like that he's sitting down or he's busy, so she should go and figure it out herself and come and tell him what happened later. And so the way Boma spoke to her, she felt very disrespected, and so she started feeling bad. Why is Beatrice is always feeling bad with the way people talk to her, with how people talk to her? If this person doesn't talk to her, she'll feel bad. If the person talks to her, she'll feel bad. If the person say your clothes are not fine, she'll like, why does she need people to validate her? Like she's always wants you to, like she's always trying to be on the good side of everybody, which is not possible, because the moment you're trying to please Pere, or the moment you're trying to please Maria, you're going to make Henri upset, or you're going to displease Saga, or you're going to displease any of the housemates. So basically I think that's the problem with Beatrice, always trying to fit in and having inferiority complex, feeling that the other girls in the house are better than her. Like she doesn't even know what she has. She doesn't know that she's a full package. She also went on to say that he's doing a good job, that Boma being the head of house is doing a good job, and him picking Jackie B as his deputy was the best decision he made, because like all other girls have been following him around, and she knows that those ones are following him around, but they're not genuine about it. And if he had picked any other person up, any other girl apart from Jackie B, it would have been a distraction for him. So she feels he made the right decision. Now, she said she also started crying towards the end of her diary session, that she's feeling bad because this housemate, the housemate don't really vibe with her. She knows that's the reason why Maria and Pere nominated her nominated her to be up for eviction, because they haven't even really bonded, and because throughout the previous week she has been isolating herself from the housemate, and they feel like, many of the housemates, not even only just Maria and Pere, feel like she doesn't deserve to be in the house. And she was crying, she broke down, and she's like, that's not true, because she actually wants to be here. So this week she's going to have as much fun as possible. She's going to be herself. She's going to try not to think about what people say to her, or what people would say about her, because she doesn't know if she will go home or not. So she's going to try her best to have fun and be herself and be real this week. So guys, I'll leave you with a question so that you can indicate in the comment section. Do you think that Beatrice deserves to actually be in the house, or she doesn't? Let me know what you think in the comment section. For me, I feel like this is a game. Wake up, wake up. You know what you're here for. You need to wake up. You need to be alert. Stop letting your emotions get the best of you. That's what I would just say about Beatrice. It's a game, and if she's trying to buy my pity by doing all this, I'm sad, nobody likes me. Excuse me, you're coming to a house with 22 people. You are aware of that. You've been watching previous seasons. You know how it goes. You're supposed to be here just for the money, not what Maria would think about, not what any of the housemates think about you, but what you want. You want the money, and you're focused on playing this game to win the money. I feel like she's not giving it her best, and if she wants to remain in the house till the 72nd day, she has to stay focused, and she has to wake up. Nobody has time for if people eventually save her this week, she has to use that opportunity well, and she has to give us some content next week. That's what I just think about Beatrice. So guys, if you watched my video yesterday, I told you the conspiracy that Maria brought up, the argument or the misunderstanding between Maria and White Money, which was due to the fact that Maria felt that White Money had known that they were the wild card beforehand, even before the show, and she was trying to get White Money to admit it, and White Money said he didn't know and all of that, and she felt that White Money was lying to her. So now today in his diary, as she nominated him yesterday, and she came crying and all of that. So today Big Brother asked White Money how does he feel about the nomination, that he's being nominated, and who does he think nominated him. He said he knew that Maria and Pere nominated, because from the start he and Pere were good up until when Pere he and Pere were good up until when Pere started misbehaving, or when Pere changed towards him, because he noticed that he was the wild card, and then Pere changed towards him, started misbehaving, and so he knew that Pere was going to put him up for nomination. I knew that Maria put him up for nomination because she was in her feelings yesterday. She thought that he lied to her. She was upset with him, and maybe that's why she nominated him. But it's fine, and it's all good, and that he's happy that he's gaining some attention from the housemates. So, like, the fact that they nominated him, both of them nominated him, that means the housemates are already noticing his presence, and they know that he's not here to play, but he's here for the game. And he feels that Bbnaija is an amazing choice of head of house, and that he's going to do a good job, that both of them have similar characters, and so he's going to do a good job, and that he's not upset with Maria, he's not upset with Pere, because he knows that it's a game, and so it's gonna be a game. Let the game begin. So apparently Nee was also nominated, and Biggie asked him who he thought nominated him and why did he think that person nominated him, and he said he knows that it's Pere that nominated him. He doesn't know if Maria did, but he knows Pere nominated him for sure, and that's because they haven't really gotten along, they don't really talk, they don't really vibe, and so yes, that's why he thinks Pere nominated him. And he also said that he liked the choice of head of house. He likes Bbnaija because he feels that Bbnaija is determined and straightforward, and so he would do well in his regime. Yarins also felt that he knew, okay, Big Brother asked Yarins the same question. Yarins was nominated to yesterday, and so Big Brother asked him the same question, who he thought nominated him, and like why he thought they nominated him. And he said yes, Maria and Pere, yes, both of them nominated him. He thinks Maria especially, he's not really sure of Pere, but he knows that Maria for sure nominated him, and that's because they've not really bonded, and like she feels, Maria tells him times to that number that he's not very socialized, or he's not like he doesn't fit in, so he knew that she was going to nominate him because she feels like he doesn't deserve to be in the house and done. But he's not surprised. He felt bad at first, but it's a game, and he hopes that he gets a chance to continue competing in the game. And he feels like Bbnaija being the head of house is an amazing thing because he's very strategic and straight to the point, and so he will do well during his regime. So Maria, the wild card. Okay, so Big Brother first asked her what she thought about the new head of house. She said it fits well. he's doing a good job. And he asked her why she nominated the 4 housemates that she did nominate. And so, she said she nominated Beatrice because Beatrice is always isolating herself from the other housemates. And she said she nominated Earrings because he's always finding it difficult to fit in. And she has told him times down number. She even tried to help him out with it, but it wasn't working. But me, I feel like she's lying, because from Saturday, when I don't know if I made a video about that, when she said that Earrings saw her naked deliberately because he came into the shower. And she told him that she was using the shower, and he was like, okay, he's going to allow her finish, then he will wait for her. And then he was standing by the mirror side and looking at her. She caught him looking at her through the mirror. They even had an eye contact. Ever since that day, she despised him, that she hated him, like she didn't want to see him, like he always irritated her. So I feel like for me, from Saturday, I already knew that if they asked Maria to nominate anybody, she was going to nominate Earrings. So that is part of the reason, I am very, very sure, because she was really upset about it. Because when she was discussing about it with Aaron, she was very upset. So she said she nominated J. Paul because they haven't really vibed. They don't really talk. They talk, but like they don't vibe like that. They don't just get along. But there's nothing wrong with his personality, or he's not a bad person, but they don't just really connect. Then White Money, she said she was confused. She didn't, it's not that she really like she really loves White Money, but she didn't even know. She was confused. She didn't even have a reason to nominate him, that she just nominated him. She didn't know what happened, and that she knows that she's going to get a lot of hate from White Money's fan base because she nominated him, and they're going to come for her, and that she knows that he will not go home, that they will save him. And I'm like, see, if you nominate somebody because you think they're a threat to you, say it with your full chest. It's a game. Oh, I feel like White Money is a threat. Though he's my friend, he doesn't have a problem, he's a good person, but he's a threat, and that's why I nominated him. He's going to be a threat to me in the future. It's easy. Stop trying to. I don't have a problem with Maria, but I'm having a problem with the fact that she's trying to pretend. You nominated him because you saw him as a threat, not because you were confused, not because you saying that his fan base will come for you. You already know that he has a very large fan base outside, and it's probably going to be a threat in this, and that's why you nominated him. So all this cry thing, I don't understand. And the fact that when this housemates nominate you, they'll be giving the exit that I know that when I nominate them, they will not go because their fans are going to vote for them. So I know that they will not go anywhere. Like, who are you? How do you know that that's what's going to happen? Who are you to judge that they won't go? What if they eventually do? What would be your excuse? Like, would you be happy? Like, for you to even nominate the person, stop trying to do, he's my friend, I didn't mean to. You did mean to, because you saw that he was your threat. So I don't like the excuse Maria is coming up with for voting White Money. If you nominated somebody, nominate the person with your full chest and say your reason. Stop trying to, maybe so that we will not come for you, because she has even said that his fan base will come for her. Like, she knows what she did. She knows how White Money were close, and her nominating White Money would look somewhat like a betrayal or something. But it's a game. But then, if you are going to do something in a game, own it with your full chest. That's what I just feel. Let me know what you guys feel about Maria nominating White Money down below in the comment section. Moving. So, like I said in my last video yesterday, Jackie B, Boma chose Jackie B to be his deputy, and so Big Brother asked how she felt about that. She was shocked at first when Boma picked her picked her as his deputy, but she saw it coming. But at the same time, she was shocked because like there were other girls, and she was like very shocked. And so basically her week has been nice, but she really feels bad about Earrings being up for nomination, that she even cried a little because like she feels like they should just have given Earrings a chance. Then she talked about her feeling played by Pere, because the first time Pere came to her, I was talking to her, it was all sweet and all of that she knew that he was the one. But the moment he distanced himself from her, he really made her, like, he purposely distanced himself from her so that she wouldn't like know too much about him and suspect him to be the wild card. That although she's cool with them, she doesn't have a problem with them, but she just really felt played. Then she went on to reveal a secret that I didn't really know happened, or I didn't really know when that happened. So she said Boma came to tell her that he liked her, and J. Paul had already told her that he liked her or had feelings for her. And like, I noticed that J-Pop was always around her. I noticed that Boma, after the Saturday night party, developed some attraction, but I didn't know that they'd already confessed their feelings. Like, so she said when J-Pop came to meet her and told her that he liked her, because her and J-Pop, they're really, really cool friends, and she's like, please don't complicate things. And he's like, he told her that he has been avoiding shots from girls because of her. She's like, please don't, because like, she first say she cannot say that she feels the same way. She sees him as a friend, but she's not like attracted to him in that sense. And she said this things happens to her a lot. Like, she's friends with someone and all of a sudden, boom, they're already catching feelings for her, which at the end of the day, in the long run, ruins their friendship. And that's what is already happening between her and J-Pop, because she can notice that he's already trying to withdraw and some things like that. She said that there's a complication because Boma and J-Paul are friends, and Boma coming to also tell her that she likes him, that he likes her, and she although she said okay, she's not sure who, she knows that she doesn't like J-Paul, but she's not yet sure of Boma yet. She's considering him, and Boma really impressed her yesterday, because if Boma hadn't picked her as the deputy head of her, she wouldn't have even been considering her at all. She would have said, oh, you said you like me, but and that you're trying to impress me, but you can't make me your deputy just to even make me feel impressed. So she would have felt bad, and she wouldn't have even considered him ever. But he picking her as his deputy impressed her more and makes her want to consider him. Henry, on the other hand, felt that Boma is going to do a great job, and him pairing with Jackie B will balance him properly, and that, well, she felt really stupid last week because of the whole wildcard thing, but then she has moved on from it. So apparently in Saga's diary session, Biggie said everything that I've wanted somebody to tell and point out to this housemate since since Sunday that this wildcard nonsense was revealed. Anyways, first of all, Big Brother asked him what he thinks about Boma's regime, and he said yes, Boma is an awesome person and he knows that he will do a great job, but the only problem he has with him is that Nini is always with him, and Saga has said it almost 1 million times in the house that he likes Nini, but he doesn't like the fact that Nini is always around Boma, and that anytime she's around Boma she laughs so much, and he doesn't like the fact that she laughs more with Boma than with him, that he doesn't even think he makes her laugh that much, and that's because he feels really shy around her. But then he's happy for Boma. He and Boma, they're G's and all. And so Biggie asked him about the nomination, what he felt about it and all of that. He was like, well, it's a game and all of that, but he's happy that Pere and Maria nominated Beatrice and Earrings, because if he was asked to choose or nominate anybody, he would have nominated Beatrice and Earrings. And that's because for him, Earrings is really laid back. He's not really fitting into, it doesn't have any personal, but it doesn't just vibe with Earrings. And that Beatrice, he felt that he was upset with Beatrice because of what she did last week, and that because she confused them, during the wild card stuff with all the stunts she was trying to pretending to be the wild card, and so he was upset. And then Biggie asked them this question that I've been wanting somebody to ask him, that if you are saying this girl distracted you and blah blah blah, why didn't you pick her as the wild card? Why did you pick Liquor Rose when your instinct, when you are saying that Beatrice was actually pretending to be the wild? Why didn't you pick her if she actually affected your decision? And he said, because majority of the housemates, Big Brother said that Beatrice's antics did not in any way affect their decisions, because they made their decision and it wasn't Beatrice, so she did not play a role in the decision that they made, period. And so basically when Big Brother asked Emmanuel how he was feeling, he said he felt really stupid for betraying his friend Liquor Rose, for putting her up for nomination, and he just really feels bad, and that Boma is like he enjoys Boma being the head of us, because Boma is like a big brother to him, and like he's really happy that Boma won this head of house challenge. You see, this Emmanuel, I don't even trust him one bit, and I'll tell you why when I'm talking about Liquor Rose's diary session, because she summarized everything I even wanted to tell you guys. If there's anything I'm happy about, is the fact that Liquor Rose has started shining her eyes to see that Emmanuel is not a good friend. And if you like all those Emerald shippers, carry your tin container and hit on your head. I don't even care. Emmanuel is not a good friend. He betrayed her, period. Now let me tell you what she said, and I agree with. Now she says that like ever since Sunday she feels really indifferent about Emmanuel, because this Emmanuel is someone she really trusted. He's the first person she opened up to in the house. She felt comfortable with him. She opened up to him about everything and anything. And then when she figured out what he did, she felt really bad and betrayed. And the fact that he didn't even tell her, even after what he did, he didn't, recall earlier on Sunday when they were holding hands, I even thought that Emmanuel was the one that went to meet her to say, oh, I'm sorry I nominated you. No, he didn't go to meet her. She said that when Ebuka called them up, like she was scared, because she was like, what if eventually she's even the wild card and she didn't even know, and like she had to go home. She was scared, and the first person's eyes she looked at was Emmanuel. She saw him covering his face and closing his eyes like he was feeling guilt or something. She saw him, and his reaction, she was like, And then after the whole life eviction show, she went to meet him and said, did you put my name up, or did you nominate me as the wild card? And he said yes. And she's like, wow. So even if he did something as bad as that, like the fact that he didn't even think to tell her before she came to approach him about it is another turn off for her about their friendship. And she was like, to her, if Emmanuel had told her, she wouldn't have felt betrayed, she wouldn't have felt bad, but he waited for her to come and meet him and ask him, and so that's a really big turn off for her. And she was like, she felt really betrayed. The fact that she's very gullible, people take her for granted. And so this one, it came as a shock to her. And yes, people may say it's a game. But you guys, listen to me. What if Licorice was actually the wild card, and you are my friend, and you know that if I am the wild card, I will go home that same day. But yet, despite that fact, you still put me up. And you say you're my friend. How? That's not friendship. That's betrayal. You can't tell me and you didn't know, or because you knew that she was not. No, you knew. You were sure that she was the one, and so you knew that if she was going to go home. If she went home on Sunday, what would he have said? Oh, it's a game. And so you put your friend up. Please, there's no way. If actually Licorice was the wild card and she had two people to nominate, there is no way she would have nominated Emmanuel. You guys, come to think of it, Emmanuel is not a good friend to me, and she should actually stay and keep her distance away from Emmanuel. That is on period. I'm not saying she should not forgive Emmanuel. Yes, she has forgiven him, obviously she has moved on, but she should just not get too attached to him, because he's obviously a bad friend, and if he gets any slight opportunity to throw her out of the house, he would, without thinking twice. That's on period. Even though he regrets his action, but please, he would throw out of the house if he gets any slight opportunity. And then she reveals how she's really scared because, when she came to the house, somebody asked about her Instagram followers and what she does, like she a dancer, and then she went on to tell the husband that yes, so innocently that yes, she's a dancer and all of that. And then because of that, the housemates have been having eyes on her, and she feels like they are going to be nominating her every week, because of they feel like Shebi, you have plenty of followers, either they'll be saving you or they'll keep saving you, so they'll keep putting her on nominations for every week. And she's really scared about that. And that is true, because this housemate already knew that she has a fan base, she's popular, so what does they will obviously vote for her, or she's their threat. So every time they will keep nominating her, she's really scared about her, and she really regrets revealing to them that she had that amount of followers. I'd actually wrap up with Perez's diary session, because I don't want this video to be longer than it already is. He was asked why he nominated people he nominated, and he said he nominated Yeris because he wasn't really social. He nominated White Money because he thinks he's fake and that he's always pretending. He nominated Nee because he's married, and anytime they dare him to do something, he doesn't always want to do it, and he always makes the game boring. And so he also nominated Bitchy because they haven't really bonded yet. So he feels that because of the role he played being the wild card, and he played the role trying to manipulate the housemates, he feels like the housemates are not going to like him, and they're going to put him up for nominations for the rest of the game. And so he's expecting that, and he's putting his head up. But he also revealed that he had feelings for Maria, and he has had the feelings for her even before he found out that she was his partner, or she was the second wild card. And so he eventually told her how he feels about her. But you know what happened yesterday? I don't think I made a video about that, but she actually rejected him. She told him to his face that I don't like you. While she revealed to Liquor Rose the reason why she said she gave him that type of response, or she has been giving him attitude, was because during the truth or dare they had yesterday, Beatrice, he was asked to kiss a girl and he picked Beatrice, and you're telling me you like me and you pick another girl and you kiss her so immensely. So that was the reason why she had been giving Perry attitude, and she was like, she had lost respect for him because she felt like he disrespected her. And she also told him about it. She also confronted him, and Biggie asked him if he felt like he actually disrespected her. I said to an extent yes, but to an extent she had no reason to be upset. Well, both of them, I don't know, that ship cannot even sail. I know that this ship will not sail, although I feel like Maria likes Perry back, but she's just a little bit angry about what happened yesterday night during the truth or dare. Guys, what I want to ask you, and the question I'll leave you guys with, from this past few weeks, what are the biggest lessons you've learned from watching the show? What are the biggest lessons you learned? The lessons I've learned is that please pay attention to the people around you, the people that actually hate you, the people that actually want to see you go down. They're eating with you, dining with you every single day. You would not know. So pay very close attention. And those people that hate you, those people that don't like you, they'll actually try their possible best to push out the people that love you away from your life. They'll actually try their possible best to make you hate the people that actually care about you and want to see you progress. They'll actually make you throw them out of your life with your own hands, and then you'll be surrounded by people that hate you. That's what I learned from Big Brother this week. And I also learned that Sigmund Freud was actually right about some things on the sexual instincts, that human beings, everything about humans is revolved around sex. And why is that? Because on Sunday, Ebuka simply told the housemate that they were boring and they weren't giving us much entertainment. And then the next thing the housemates thought of doing, or could only think the reason was because they did not do anything sexual, and that's because they've not played truth or dare. That's kissing, pressing breasts, all those things, and that's the reason, that's the only thing that came to their head that was entertainment. Please, I beg, entertainment and content doesn't revolve around sexual. So are we trying to like put this show as a sexual show? So if they don't do anything sexual, the show is not complete. Like, so is that the only thing that makes human beings happy? Like, I don't get, like, that's just what I feel like. So because they are boring, the only thing that could make them lively is doing things sexual, or the things that could please the audience, or the only thing that could make the audience watch the show is when they start doing things that are sexual. Well, that was what made me feel like, oh, Sigmund Freud was actually right about the sexual instinct stuff and the drive. Anyways, guys, that's all we can take today on the Big Brother Naija review. And I know this video is very long. This is my own diary session, so please, guys, allow me. You guys can have your diary session in the comment section below by dropping the biggest lessons you've learned from Big Brother. Have a wonderful day ahead. Bye.